From Studio A at 1 Biloxi Square in Fort Worth, Texas, this is the Grandpa and Pappy Show. Well, welcome in, everyone, to the Grandpa and Pappy Show. Thank you, Bulldog, for bringing us in with that great music of yours.
Kenny Bulldog.
Yeah, the boy can play. We enjoy that. Hope you've had a good week this Friday that we're doing this on, ushering in the weekend officially. We're proclaiming it right here on our show. The weekend has started.
What was those two big words you just used? Something delusional?
Don't ask me to repeat it. I don't remember. I don't remember.
So it was dirty, I know.
Nah, well, what can I say? It's good to have everyone with us today. A lot of things going on in the land of the free and home of the brave. The gas shortages going on due to the ransom that was paid to Colonial Pipeline.
Boy.
Even though they paid it and the fuel is flowing, there's still gas shortages along the East Coast and up in the Carolinas.
Save those Walmart plastic bags. You might need them.
You just might need them, absolutely.
You've seen that. That's so nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I put a post out this morning that said, instead of those encumbersome bags, why take a chance? Use a styrofoam cooler. It works better.
Well, there you go. Our mascot is coming up, and she's feeling much better. She's been a little under the weather, so she's requiring a little extra loving from everybody on the Grandpa and Pappy Show.
Because she missed Uncle Pappy.
We heard something, we alluded to it the other day on our last show about a theory that the new vaccinations were radioactive. And our good friend Mike Lipka put one of his hearing aid batteries on his arm, and by George, it stuck to him.
Now, there's more to the story, too, about this. Yeah.
All right, share it with us.
Well, I heard it through you guys. About 7 more people that the battery stuck to.
Oh, well, it didn't stick to his wife. I don't know who it did. It was a friend of their cousin's who texted her and told her about all this stuff. So Mike put a battery on his arm. By George, it stuck.
You got a recharged left arm.
There he goes.
I don't know. I've often thought he was from another planet or world somewhere.
Well, he always said he had a magnetic personality. So there is proof right there, friends.
That's right. Pictures do not lie.
Hey, we got a good subject for you today.
Yeah,
President Biden, in a rare moment with reporters, said his first 100 days in office that America is back on track. So we ask you, our great listeners, on our Facebook group page, your opinion on 100 days in. Is America really back on track?
I'm surprised you can keep a straight face reading that.
Yeah, well.
Got to laugh to keep from crying about it.
That's about the truth. That is about the truth. And as usual, you guys have stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
And let us know what's going on in your mind.
Indeed you
like
have.
Shirley Mills. Yeah. She said, yes, on the track to destruction.
Yeah.
Casey Davis Green said, what a piece of crap you are. Biden, you're not the president. You're just a puppet.
I'm your puppet. Kelly Brazzy said, if you think that's true, I'll treat you like woke Coca-Cola. Twyla Richards says it's like a train wreck with missing rails. Let me ask you a question, Amigo.
Sure.
What is meant by woke? I'm starting to see that pop up in a lot of posts.
Karen, you want to answer that? She's going to give you the...
I have no idea exactly what woke is. I don't know if it's...
Damn, finally hit something you don't know anything about.
Don't know anything about.
I did good.
We caught her. We caught her on surprise. She'll give us that here in just a second.
Yeah.
James Lassiter said, I personally know some Democrats that are absolutely ashamed of his first 100 days.
Yeah.
Many of them work in the oil fields and the oil industry, only to have Biden all but shut them down.
Yeah.
My friend Brad, a staunch Democrat, said the travesty at the border is the biggest cluster he's ever seen.
Right.
So no, I don't believe we're on track in America.
Okay, so
All right, let's see here. Lil, put your mic up there. There we go.
So, woke, according to the dictionary,
Is everybody
Oxford
listening?
Languages, it says alert to injustice in society, especially racism. So it's the what do they call it?
Are they talking woke Coca-Cola because it's black or brown in color?
I don't
Because it's
know.
not white anymore.
But
Yeah, I just got that. Yeah.
anyway, that's what it is.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Per
Thank you
Google.
for that. You know, and we were in his previous comment about the oil fields and petroleum industry are all but shut down. It's got a profound effect on my son's job,
Yeah.
which he got him a good job.
Yeah.
He got something in store for him. He's fixing to kick off. So.
Well, it's always nice to have an ace in the hole, isn't it?
Rock on. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Jordan's notorious for having aces in the hole.
That's good.
Jim Krause said, "Can you say delusional?" Jim Dozier says, "What a foolish person." And Sam Palmer asked, "What kind of dumbass actually believes that crap?" Tim Frazier said, "Anyone who believes that's not living in a world of reality." And that's
Ain't
where
it so?
that's where we all are. It's a big world of bliss.
That is true. Mark Allison, Pappy, said, how can anyone even say that? President Biden has done more damage to our country than any president in such a short time.
Yeah.
It seems he couldn't wait to sign all of those executive orders eliminating all of the things that were working. We went from being energy independent just 4 short months ago to having to face a critical gasoline shortage.
Yeah.
Go figure. And he wants us to believe we're on the right track? Good luck with that.
That's right. Got that bridge in Arizona that keeps coming up.
Ain't it so?
Lance Forrester told us, "You mean it looks like our government is on crack, not track." Bob Baker chimed in to say, "Now that makes you wonder what track we're talking about. Certainly not the main track." Ain't it so, Bobby?
Bob comes through again.
That's right.
Philip Orell simply said, sure, elevated border issues, crime rate increasing, unnecessary racial tension, unnecessary hatred for police officers, and elevated gas prices. Yep, things are looking great. Not. Good way to finish that one,
Ain't it
Philip.
so? They're going to start charging for those plastic bags, too, now that they know it'll hold a gallon of gas.
There you go.
Katrina Weckworth told Philip Orell that is on track for a Demi. Fear and asking for help from the government is what they want. This gives them all the control. It leaves us begging while they do whatever they want. If we're pitted against each other, that leaves them all the time they need to strip the rest of our rights from us without seeing us, or without us seeing it happen. So yeah, that's a damn good way to look at it, Katrina.
It is. It certainly is.
It's called socialism.
Yep. You hit it right on the head.
And off we go.
Yep. Twyla Richards agreed with Katrina by saying, exactly. But we're seeing it happen. And the majority of us are united, I do believe. They show their sheeple thugs on the media. I truly hope that eyes are opening to this. I wish they would have been open sooner, but we must stick together to save our country.
That's the only way it's going to happen, Bubba.
It is.
That is the only way. I mean, that's, just like we said in the last program. That's what got the current regime into the Oval Office.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they banded together, and by God, it worked.
It worked.
Hope Castillo said, crack track, cause he's whack.
I had to read it 3 times too.
I might have to steal that from you, Hope.
Crack track cause he's back.
Bobby Lee Nadeau told us that is a lie, and Missy Reva Ellis said, well, we know who voted for this hot mess. Holy hell, we're the laughing stock worldwide. Yep.
Well, yes, that's true.
I know all the third world countries are wringing their hands and smiling right about now.
It's true.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's very, very true. David Harvey from down in Greenville over in East Texas said 100 days in and he's ruining America.
Yeah.
Chad Winters agreed, saying, yes, the wrong track. Angel Rodriguez said, if America thinks we're headed in the right direction, we need to seek professional help. Any sane person can see how this administration is ruining our great country and what she stands for.
Ain't it so? Jeff Patke says he's an idiot, track-faced, dongle-faced trip advisor.
How do you really feel?
Yeah. Come on, England. I might have Special K look that up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just the thing, man. He just can't get it. What thing, Senior Biden? I wonder too, Jeff.
I think a bunch of us are, if you really want to break it down.
You ain't nothing but a track-faced, dongle-faced trip advisor. By God.
By George. I tell you what, I mean, watching or keeping up with it on the news, President Biden he's either got to start getting some reality about him, about what is really going on
He has no
in
clue.
our country, or they need to remove him. I mean, I don't wish ill fate or anything against anyone or anybody, but it is quite obvious to me
I can think a couple
that one day he's in La La Land, and the next day he's about halfway there. And, you know, it just, things he says just does not make sense.
Well, it's like the Hodge twins said on their podcast page. Has anybody bothered to wake Sleepy Joe up and make him aware of what the hell's going on?
That's a very good question.
So I replied to them, which they since replied back. I probably can't mention it. I said, well, he'd just be awake long enough to screw it up and go back to sleep. What you got, Kate?
Well, I mean, he gets out there and they're telling him what to say.
Yeah.
That's not coming from his own brain, unfortunately for him. But, you know, what was it, the last one? He said, oh, I'm not supposed to be answering your questions.
He actually said that.
And then I saw on Newsmax that Susan Rice is the shadow president.
I saw that too.
So
Yeah,
I thought that was okay.
Susan Rice?
Susan
Really?
Rice
Yes.
is pulling the strings.
Is pulling the strings.
I
She's
thought it
in
was
charge of the puppet.
I thought it was the Big O.
Yep.
Well, he probably has his fingers in it somehow, in one of those loops anyway. Paul Estu said that Biden has been such a turncoat on the American people. He killed the pipeline, shut down our oil industry. The economy is teetering. The situation at the border is out of control. And his Democratic buddies have made sure Americans do not want to go back to work because they could sit at home, get drunk, be happy, and live off the government handouts. Yeah, we're on the right track, all right. Attaboy, Paul.
Yeah, Earl Anderson told us, what an idiot. Sandra Bettis Palzer wanted to know whose track. John Reed said not even. Brent Gregson claimed BS, and Jerry Williamson said, me thinks he is delusional. Tony Aguilar asked, does this idiot even know what the year it is?
That's too good. That's too good. Ronnie Barnett said, come on, man. Chuck Francie over in Campbell said, you've lost your freaking mind. And Pamela Wright Graham said, hold on, kids. Remember, Grandpa has lost his mind. Twyla Richards said America is on a great track until you fascists cheated and got away with it. Okay.
Ain't it so?
Yeah, buddy.
Justin Sis from Emory, Texas, your neck of the woods, said everybody is hiring and no one wants to earn their money. The government is just giving them food and money, and they ain't got to work for it. I work every day and on weekends. People are making more money sitting on their ass. Sorry for that, but it's just sad to me. Well, Justin, it is to me too, brother.
It is to me too. It is sad to, I would say, 3/4 of Americans who are true Americans. They want to earn their money. They want to have that pride that they're providing for their families.
Well, at least 70+ million of them anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see here. J.H. Smith said, sadly, our country is facing some major dilemmas. Someone with some backbone has got to stand up and take control, or all is going to be lost.
Yep.
We wouldn't be having all these crises if President Trump would have remained in office. He was strong on the economy, Wages were rising. Unemployment before COVID was at an all-time low. We had no border crisis, and our enemies were afraid to buck him. Now, sadly, all of that good has been reversed, and our country is in severe panic mode. Our enemies are testing our weak president, and now Palestinians are attacking Israel. What a sad state of affairs we're facing.
Ain't that the truth, man?
JH, that was a dang good post, bro.
It was. It's pretty
They're
powerful.
just telling it like it is, actually.
Yeah, to close out this segment on today's show, Bobby Trahorn said if you listen to the liberal news media, all is just rosy. But if you look at reality, his first 100 days may be the worst of any U.S. president in history, despite what the liberal left tries to tell us. I'm right on that choo-choo train with you, Bobby. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yes, sir. Well, we want to thank you for all of the opinions. And that's the beautiful thing about the Grandpa and Pappy show. This show is predicated on your opinions. We want your voice to be heard on the things that are going on today that affect
Absolutely.
your life.
It's your show.
It is.
We just broadcast it.
We sure do. And you guys always step up to the plate for us, and we
Absolutely.
appreciate that so very, very much.
Best listeners in the world of podcasting.
Pappy, coming up in our second segment, the president is thinking about allocating $4 billion to aid illegal immigrants. So we want to see what you thought about that, and how about allocating that amount to seniors and veterans?
Well, I'm not a veteran of the armed forces, but I am a senior.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Give
you
me a
are.
little taste of that pie, I guess. Everybody else is doing it. Why not?
That's
pretty
for
much
sure.
the main consensus of the world. So
We'll share what you had to say about this when we go back in just a minute. But first of all, we're going to take a brief time out for this, and we'll be right back.
Hey, did you hear from the real estate agent?
No.
Anything from the agent?
No?
Anywhere from the agent?
No.
Yes, yes, yes.
No. No. No.
Welcome back to the Grandpa and Pappy Show. As we told you before the break, President Biden is considering allocating $4 billion in aid to illegal aliens who are coming across the border illegally. And so
keep in
we
mind-
asked the question, how about allocating that money to seniors and veterans for a change?
which in a sense, a true sense, it's money that we have paid in.
That's correct.
I'd
That's
like a little
correct.
bit of it back. I've paid a tax or two in my time. Yeah.
But what did you say?
Yeah.
Bob Baker said seniors vote Republican, but nice try, though.
Yeah.
Nicole Calderon says she agrees 100%. Brett Barker says he's not that smart. And Marla Purley said a resounding yes.
Yes. He may not be that smart, Brett, but he's got people working for him that are. So,
Yep,
and none of it is in our best interest.
that's exactly correct.
Chris Schomburg says America was not built by government money. American workers built America. Cindy Gale Roberts Thomas said exactly. He's blowing and going like America has an endless supply of money. We will never recover from his reign of terror.
And she may be correct.
Well, they just print some new money. You run out, just print some more.
Well, our former president, Donald Trump, has not formally said he's going to run for president, but I saw this morning where he is investigating times and venues for a June or July rallies
Yeah.
to be held. So that should be very, very
I
interesting.
might have to straddle Airwick bottle and hit a couple of those. Get my stank on.
Ain't it so?
Yeah.
Michael Sanders wrote on Instagram that the Democratic administration does not think seniors and veterans are important enough, just their Green New Deal. I can't believe the America I love would allow our seniors and military veterans to go hungry, homeless, and be forgotten. These are the people who helped forge America to greatness.
I think that deserves a pine box full of by guys right
No
there.
kidding. That's just telling it like it is, Michael.
And here's one up in Wyoming. It's amazing how I wind up with these. Russell Curlin, all the way up in Wyoming, said Battlefield isn't about helping seniors and veterans. He has proven that by his past performance. Tax on Social Security twice proved that. He's a liar and is only concerned with his own wealth and little girls.
Russell.
Can't make this shit up, can you, Russell? Just remember out
boy.
there, Russ said it.
Just when I had myself under composure.
Oh, Lord.
Good job, Russell.
Yep. Well said.
Susan Saunders says our seniors and veterans deserve a hell of a lot better than what they get, and that's for sure. Yeah. And why is it that foreigners can come to our country and get all the possible loans,
Yeah.
yet Americans are shot down at every turn?
Yeah.
This personally makes no sense to me. I don't claim to know politics and sometimes prefer to keep the blinders on, but in this day and age, there's so much turmoil, who knows what to believe or pay attention to? Mm-hmm. I'm so confused. Is beer 30 yet?
Hear, hear.
Avery Sanchez said, I agree too. Attaboy. Attagirl, Susan.
You know, and just as we spoke earlier, before we took the air, I was talking to my middle son, who's working up in Denver,
Right.
petroleum-oriented business.
Right.
And he said, you know, Pop, he said, things are bad. The economy's fixing to be completely upside down, more so than it currently is. He said, but I think I figured out a way to take advantage of that and make money. So I'm asking all you folks out there, if indeed it does happen to turn out that way, which it looks like that's exactly where we're spiraling down to, find a way to work and make a comparable living off of it, you know.
Yeah.
And I
This is America, and Americans are free thinkers.
And I tell you, if Jordan says it,
He'll do it.
it's well thought out.
Yes, sir. I
Or
agree
he
with
wouldn't
you.
say it, yeah. A number of you agreed with Susan. Phyllis Cook said, I agree. Michelle Purviance Brown said, I agree. He's an embarrassment. Naomi Roberts Woodard said, great idea. And Stan Sanders said, I agree 100% too, by God.
There you are. Bobby Hearn had the lighter side. He said, just give me 1% and I'd be happy. But that cannot happen when we have to pay for people who should not be here.
Ain't it so, Brother Bob? You know, he's doing well in his businesses. He's expanded his business.
Yeah,
and
he
he's got
has.
another location. You go, boy.
Bobby's a hard worker.
boy, he
You know,
is,
hard work pays off.
He's not afraid to dive in there and work for his money.
No, he is not.
And last but not least, James Ross told us that the president just doesn't get it. By neglecting our seniors and military veterans, you are omitting the very people who built our great country and fought to defend its principles, which I agree with. Remember that senior citizens worked their entire lives providing for their families and paying taxes that kept our country going. Mm-hmm. Now you're going to tax them till they die? How about our veterans? These brave men and women served our great country to keep America free, and to let them go without full benefits and no assistance is an absolute travesty. Grow a set, Joe.
Ain't it so?
By God.
As my daddy would say.
Ain't it so?
Ain't it so?
That's well said, you guys. You guys rock.
Man, I tell you what, great opinions today on a couple of subjects. We had some very interesting viewer comments come in.
We did.
Crawford Young commented on our show about crooked politicians by saying, remember when people used to say it's next to impossible to break the system because we have checks and balances in place?
By God.
Not anymore.
In a perfect world, we would. Mark Green told us that extending unemployment benefits will only further deter people from going back to work. Maybe that's what the government wants, to get Americans fat and lazy and used to taking handouts. That's exactly what he wants.
Deter.
Dieter. Well, I call it Dieter because it kind of rhymes with what I want to call our current president. Dieterhead. But that's exactly, and if you'll recall, that's exactly what Sleepy Joe said.
He's killing
He
me.
said, I will take care of you.
Yes.
Dieter?
Yeah. I will Dieter every one of you to death.
Yeah. That's about the size of it, all right. Michelle Moore said our show on where our country is headed really got her to thinking.
Yeah.
She said after watching what is being done to our America every day, it is very frightening to me.
Yeah.
Surely there are some in Congress that will stand up for our country, or is it?
I think there's a few of them left in there.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
I think they're all huddled up in the back room making a game plan.
I couldn't agree more.
I can't wait till that door opens. Taylor Mitchell told us she just watched the show on witnessing anything in history. She said that was a mind twister for me because there's so many things I would have liked to have witnessed. But I guess the one thing I would really be interested in knowing the true facts on would be the assassination of President Kennedy. Boy, that would really be a mind bender.
That would be.
You know, and that's exactly...
There's so many theories surrounding the assassination of President Kennedy.
Well, I think it was all done within, you know. But all I do know is old Castro was laid back smiling his ass off when it happened. And he had no clue it was coming.
And Khrushchev, yeah.
Absolutely. You know, all the
Absolutely.
third world people. But I think that was done within the borders of our country. I think it was mob and CIA related. That's what I think. So,
Yeah, before he left office, President Trump signed an executive order to release some of the findings of the JFK assassination.
Well, they had it locked in a 75-year time capsule.
Well, it's 50 years. It was 50.
75 when it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I still got the newspaper by God.
it's been a long time. Yeah.
And that was 120 years ago.
That would be interesting, though. Hey, listen, if you have an idea or a subject matter for our show that you would like us to ask our great viewers their opinions on, it's real simple, everyone.
Yes. How they do that?
Just get to our email address, which is right over my shoulder,
Yep.
grandpaandpappy@gmail.com.
Very simple, yeah.
Or
you can just as simply hit us up on our website show page, which can be found by keying in www.grandpa and the letter N Pappy, that's grandpaandpappy.com, where you'll see a big old red button right there that appears magically every time I say that.
bam.
Push it. Subscribe. Once again, we're numbers driven. We love
It's
them.
absolutely free.
It is.
How many things can you get free today?
I don't know. I'm leery of that phrase.
You can get our show free, or you can go on
But
to
it's
our
the truth.
yeah, you can go onto our Facebook group page
Yeah.
and see where most of these opinions are coming from, and you can read them in their original form.
Absolutely. Some unedited.
Some unedited and some that you won't figure out. Like me, you have to spend a little time trying to figure out what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a lot of fun to read them, and you're more than welcome to do that. If you're not on our Facebook group page and you know someone who is, ask them to send you an invite
Yeah.
or send us an email
Or you can
and
ask
tell
us.
us to send you an invite. Just that simple. We'll get you
It
on.
is. And we've posted, as my amigo Grandpa here had spoke last week, if you want to be a guest on the show, just let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
If you got a computer or iPad with a
Yeah.
camera,
Yeah.
we can bring you in right from the confines of your living room, your dining room, the bar,
If
wherever.
you're sitting behind your kitchen room or your kitchen table, you don't have to wear any drawers. It doesn't matter. Nobody
That's
knows.
true.
Plus, it's nobody's business. We'd love to have you as a guest on the show. Think about what you'd like to discuss, and just simply hit us up on any of the previously mentioned contacts, either even a private text.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody on our page knows how to contact us outside of the show page.
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
so feel free to do so. We encourage it, and we'd love to have you as a guest.
It's been a lot of fun this week, folks, and we really have enjoyed having you with us. Without you, there's no us.
That's a fact.
And we always end all of our shows by telling you the same thing because it's so very, very important for you to do. And that is to
is.
reach out, hug your kids, and let them know how much you love them.
And please let them know that we love them right here on the Grandpa and Pappy Show, too, by God.
That's right.
Grandpa.
Tomorrow is not guaranteed for anyone.
That's right.
So
That's a fact.
do that, and you'll feel better for it.
That's
Until
right.
we see you back next week, have a great weekend, everybody. Take care of each other.
take
Be
care of
good
one
to
another.
each other, and let people know how much you appreciate
There
them.
you go.
And there you go.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
God bless you. God bless America. And we'll see you back next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.